honestly, they said that they could probably make a suit like this in real life. So it's kind of scary, you know?
Snap wasn't right. There we go. Hi, welcome to another episode of The Brothers Perspective. I'm your host, the MWPW heavyweight champion, Steele. And this is my co-host, who is excellent, from Oakwood, Brother Kyle.
I'm surprised you ain't lost that belt yet, man.
No. See, I'm great.
Yeah,
I'm a fantastic little wrestler.
And he ain't doing like Conor McGregor. He's actually wrestling like every weekend.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Hey,
so,
see,
yeah.
check my channel. Link below.
Straight up.
But we didn't come to tell you how excellent I am at being El Luchador. We're here to tell you about the new film, newish, because we're running on CP time.
Yeah.
Newish film, The Invisible Man. It's nice to see that they're still trying to find modern adaptions for these horror villain classics that they have. Such, like Wolfman, Frankenstein, Dracula, and so on and so forth. And Universal's always tried to add new twists. And I felt like this was a step in the right direction. So they're leaving out all of the wacky, fantasy, make-believe stuff, and they're kind of trying to ground it in realism. I do hope that they kind of do more films like this, because this was actually kind of surprising.
Going this route, it definitely made the film believable. And even though it wasn't a horror, it felt like a horror.
Yeah.
I mean, the person I was with watching the movie with was jumping all through the movie and definitely caught me off guard.
Well, and first of all, we have to give credit where it's due. This film does not make it without Elizabeth Moss. Shout out to her. Shout out to Eldridge Hodge, Storm Reed, and the rest of the cast that really made this film. It deals with, isolation and loneliness, deals with, abuse, domestic violence. It kind of reminded me of It at first, like the first chapter, not that second one. But, you felt the kids were just completely alone. And even though she couldn't see this being, she felt that something was there. She felt that something was off. And it just kept adding and going and going.
Was it Adrian?
Yeah,
it was Adrian in this movie. He's a manipulator, basically, and this is all in the commercials. He's locking her in the house, It's got her terrified, She plays a victim again, and it did remind me, if you've seen Handmaid's Tale, her character in this did remind me of the character in Handmaid's Tale. I mean, she did a great job making, even though there was nobody there, making it seem like there was somebody there.
This movie was so good, and it sucked you in so well. And they went for a twist that almost worked, but they really just didn't stick the landing on that one. The only thing about it was, especially when you kind of find out about, the husband, of course, not being dead and, locked in the basement and all that kind of crazy stuff, and him really being his brother. To me, there wasn't any really motivation from the brother there. There wasn't enough time for us to get to learn that character, or at least sympathize with her. Now, they went the route with her being with her sister, which is completely understandable. Her spending time with Eldridge Hodge is understandable. Had her spend more time with the brother and maybe, talk about their relationship and how they knew each other. Then there would be elements that actually make me feel for the guy. But I didn't. And then they kind of had that whole little Scooby-Doo twist at the end. It was like, wait, what? And then on top of it, I'm thinking the whole time, wasn't this guy cremated? Wasn't he, didn't he have a whole estate? Didn't they find a body? What's going on?
I mean, he's, according to this, they didn't really deep dive into it. So what we know about him is he's a master manipulator. He manipulates light. He manipulates people. He manipulated his brother's whole childhood, And then even when his brother tried to get away as an adult now, he's like, no, you're my lawyer. I'm still over you, I still own you in a sense, If his brother's that terrified, because people rule a lot of people with fear, so if his brother's that terrified, I could see why his brother was in the suit that one time. Now, do I believe it was his brother the whole entire
time? Yeah.
No, I don't.
So it is about that time for Le Score. And Kyle, you're up first.
All right, I'm going to give it, I know you're going to be like, what? I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5. I'm going to give it a 4.5 out of 5, man. And the only reason I'm gonna give it a 4.5, one, like I said, it's simple, straight to the point, and I mean, they added the little whole manipulation twist to it. You know, I think that was a better backstory. And even though they didn't deep dive into Adrian's character because he was invisible most of the time, he didn't have that many speaking roles. Just his little actions, like you said, him making sure his hand was around her, the walls, the subtleties let you know what type of person it was, and I think they did a good job on that. So I give it a high score.
My score is gonna be, I mean, it's a 4.
Okay.
It's a 4 out of 5.
Okay.
It's again, it's not like the greatest film. It's really a great surprise to me.
Yeah.
I really did enjoy it. The Scooby-Doo finish kind of got me, like we already talked before. But overall, this film does hook you and does suck you in very well. I think the acting is done very well.
Yeah.
The only reason why is because of the elements that we talked about before with the brother, with Adrian. I wanted to learn them more. So that is it. That is our score. Make sure you leave a like, share, and subscribe to tell everyone that you dig us and let everybody else know how much you enjoy our channel. Yes. Also, if you want to follow us on the social medias, you can do so, and Kyle's going to tell you where to do it right now.
Brothers_perspective on Instagram and bro_perspective on Twitter.
And if you want to follow me, the MWPW heavyweight champion, you can do so on Instagram and Twitter at KenDog313. That's right, it's new, KenDog313. And also on Facebook at Kenny Steele. Thank you for joining us. As always, be kind, sweet, and courteous in the comments. And until next time, guys, we'll see you soon. Peace.
Peace.